the time is short. And yes, you always do that one thing. When you wrinkle up the nose bridge, I'm trying to figure out what that meant. I took it as a taunt. Remember when I did this school?
Anybody ever say no to you? Anybody ever say no to you?
I don't think I have a clue.
Anybody ever say no to you? What?
Focus toilet breaks and stable. And don't you think that we can all tell?
Not need for that to happen. Wait, oh, there you are. Come here.
When I get you drunk and drunk,
I need you.
figure out what makes you brain tick. I'm a listener. When I finish school,
You got it. You need this. You need to fill this up with this. Window is open, so I have some fresh air going through. We can start soon. Woo. I think so.
as you're dashing out the front door, claim to try to dodge the cat phone. And got the time is short. And yes, you always do that.
And we're in.
Cause when you throw in trash behind,
Under
I took it as a taunt.
So we don't really need this yet, so we can put this right here. Stop. Why'd you have to kill my cat? Why'd I have to take you back? Time and time completely ever. I don't know what. Lights are in and too far. Toilet with the street left out. One day I'll know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on our future. Maybe one day. Oh baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day we're gonna put this. Hello, welcome. You know what I want to do. On that time. Almost getting ready to go. Got our napkin. Got paintbrushes. How are you doing? How are you doing today? So in fact, my dear, I'm fucking terrified. One day I know that you will be there. One day I'll focus on my future. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you too. It's been a while. Inconsistent. I know that you will be there one day. Focus on my future, maybe one day. Baby, isn't life so fucking inconsistent? Window is open, so we are good to let this. Don't need a lot of it. Oh gods. I just gotta be very careful. Get that soaked up. Fucking inconsistent. Oh my goodness, I gotta be so careful with this. This is right. So if you're wondering, I have the window open because of what's in here, which is ethanol. Paint remover. Because of this. Because of paint remover. Because the paint I'll be using needs specifically that. And it smells really bad. I'm doing well, trying to hurry with some pending business. And so fortunately. And you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well. been getting a few health things sorted out and all that jazz. And all that. About, hopefully, we won't finish it today, but hopefully we'll be getting a lot closer to finishing my cosplay. And so you have advanced with the boots. I have. They are both done. All I have to do is just paint them. Sucker. I'll probably do a few other things, but other than that, just paint them. Well, that's dried out. I'm scared of sleeping with the lights on. Yeah, I've advanced a lot with the boots. That is for sure. Ah, there we go. Working. So we're just gonna get started on like painting things. We're gonna start with like stuff right here. Cover all this up. Actually, I think I need to shake these up first. These haven't been open in so long that I think the paint's isn't mixed up properly. Have you read the last manga chapter of My Hero Academia? No, I have not. I haven't even seen the 5th season yet. Because I've been watching it with my mom and I'm waiting for her to catch up. There we go, that's a lot better. That's a better consistency. But no, as soon as we catch up, I'm going to be super excited once we do. The music's not too loud. Woo! Hey, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for joining us. Hey, stop by to say have a great stream. I've been trying to get my stream to be correct, so I'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye, Steve. Have fun with your stream. Thanks for popping by. We'll be here. Oh yeah, I'm glad I went with this paint. But yeah, thank you, Neutral, for joining the community. I'm glad you decided to do that. I hope I can live up to whatever expectations. Actually, I shouldn't say that. That's a bad thing to say. But I hope I can keep you entertained for as long as you need. That sounded bad too. You know what? I'm gonna just shut up about this now. Looks a lot better. That is for sure. Drop that there. Doo-doo. So what I kind of want to do right now is just paint these all black. Thanks for having me here. Of course! You're welcome here anytime. Anyone is welcome. That is for sure. Oh my god. No. Go away. Thank you. Anyone's here. As long as you're respectable and kind, you're always anyone's always welcome. So the plan is today is just like painting things, right? And then making them a bit like scuffed up like they've been used. Keep enjoying what you do. That's what I look for. I will. Always. I always will. There'll be some days where I feel a bit off, but I still enjoy what I do. That is for sure. Yeah, I kind of want these to look like they've been used, right? Alright. And I kind of want to cover these up a bit, so we're going to do that. Man, I haven't smelt this type of paint in so long. Because when I started this project, it was at the beginning of quarantine. When I started this project, it was at the beginning of quarantine of last year. And I'm actually I'm an on and off person where I'll work on something and then I'll stop working on it for a while and then I'll start it again. So, this paint I've used to like make my gauntlets and stuff, which I think I'll also be scuffing up a bit as well. Because I want those to look used as well. Looks good. Now we just gotta wait for that to dry, so we're gonna just go back here. Yeah, this paint has not been used, I wouldn't say over a year, but like a good half a year. Almost half a year. So it's I don't know why, it's just like in a way for me, for nostalgic to smell it again, because the smell is so potent. I'm gonna hurt you. It's also just satisfying just to watch all the white just be covered up in a nice coat of black. Twitch said something weird that I was not eligible to purchase the subscription, but at the same time it did register my subscription. That is weird. That is super weird. I hope Twitch didn't just like snatch your money. Yeah, I hope Twitch didn't just snatch your money. Oh yeah, and for those who are just joining, if you hear like stuff, my window is open right now just so I have some proper air circulation going around, because dying because I refuse to open a window would suck. I'm gonna just paint this. I'm gonna turn this around. Whose side am I on? We're gonna just do that. Touch that. Did not mean to. Yeah, I remember, so when I was first painting like my props and stuff for this, it was for the mask. My fingers were just like plastered in this paint. So I have to be careful if I want to like eat my snacks. Bruh, the game being stupid. I'm trying again, but it'll get done. I'm here. Okay. So your game's just being dumb, so you're here until it's working. Okay. I hope it works soon. Alright, we're gonna let that just dry up a bit. The good thing about this paint is that it dries up pretty fast. Actually, I don't know how fast it dries up on Warbler. Yeah, I'm not sure how fast it dries on Warbler. It dries pretty fast on foam and stuff, but Warbler, I'm not quite sure. Health comes first. Health comes first. Dumb sometimes. This is true. This happens sometimes. Health does come first, though. That is for sure. I just got done with the call with my doctor today, actually, so hopefully things will be moving along. Hurry, I'll be gone. Alright. We're gonna move this one over here. It's a big dump, sometimes that's true. Paint will leave a shiny finish. Yeah, paint will leave a bit of a shiny finish. Because this paint is... Oh, I got too much of it. This paint's actually meant for, like, figs and stuff, or modeled cars. I can show you an example in here in a second. Promise not to tell if you have the time. And the point is like, I want some bits and pieces to be shiny and other bits and pieces to look scuffed. All the horses and all of the men. Yeah. Like, here, I can show you. This paint is actually meant for... If you play D&D, these might look familiar. So this stuff, if the camera will focus, there you go, yeah. So, that's what this paint is for. Hey, this is serious. But my parents are okay with me using it, so don't worry. I actually replace it if we run out. So, because I'm a good child. And also I just need to keep our materials just plenish. Wandered from history. I keep getting too much because it's really hard to see the levels of where the paint is at the moment. Alright. Couple new friends. Oh. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Sharp. Thanks, D, for donating $20. There we are. You didn't have to do that, man. We're gonna just exit out of that. Just, there we go. Hey. And yes, I will. I'll keep up as best as I can. When kings I'm lonely, my little bears are my only friends. Suffocating in the company. Breaking free from this storm. Just want it all black. All of it. So we're just gonna paint all the silver away. So we don't want any of that showing. Just put some of the paint remover on just to help spread it a bit. I'm just gonna paint right here. You know, I like that it's not perfect, right? I like that, like how this domes out a bit is not perfect. It looks a bit like rigid and stuff. You know, the edges aren't like fit like a perfect finish. And I like it because it makes it look like I've been using it. And like, I feel like if you use this for a while, like the metal's going to like bend and stuff. By the way, fun fact, got the nickname Sharp from the Xbox friend a while ago. Don't think I don't talk to them anymore, so to keep them in memory, use Sharp as a name sometimes. Nice! Cool, that's always fun. At least they left a good impression on you. Even though you don't talk to him anymore, at least you still think of him as a friend. That's a lot more than most people can say. Take a leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Use your keeping me from breaking free from this stone. Chase the day I find my happy ending. Keep on running, keep on hoping. All right. I'm gonna paint the inside because I don't want, just in case if things show, I don't want it showing. Might as well just be thorough. This is dry. Alright, I'm gonna try this again, praying it works. Hope it works. Hope it works. Hope it works. I'm gonna eat a snacky. No, my pretzel! It's okay, didn't touch anything. Blue sheep. Blue friend. Alright. We got some stuff here. Ah! Just have to be careful that I don't paint these. Aw. Aw, you used my emoji! Look at her! I fixed it too. I fixed it. See? I fixed it. I fixed my emoji. Rules of the 5 seconds? Toxic rules of the 5 seconds if we're doing that here. You don't even know I'm a ghost splash. As long as it doesn't touch the paint, we are okay. Blue friend. Give everyone a little bit of blue. There we are. The blue sheep, like the blue sea, like the flowers and the fishies, like the blue sky, flying real high. Hush away, let all the memories pass by. Always been and always signed, even though I died. You will send sign love before the rest of time. Don't forget to sub with Prime. Friends together, friends whenever, friends remember, friends forever. You don't even know I'm a ghost blue sheep. I will always love you the most, blue friend. We got some red to paint over another day. Ooh. The one that will last, blue friend. Me and you, save everyone a little bit of blue. Let's do this. Oh yeah, and sorry for not posting a lot on TikTok. I know I said this in like the video that I posted last night. I just haven't been motivated to post anything. I think it's because I'm just kind of done. I've been having trouble sleeping lately, plus a few health issues here and there. So I haven't been able to post a lot because I'm just not feeling it. And I want to give you guys good shit and not half-hearted shit. Ooh, accidentally did that. So I hope that when things figure themselves out and all that, I can at least, I'm not sure if it'll be shadow content. It might be some more art content. But I honestly want to do some cosplay stuff as soon as this is done. right? I'm just gonna paint this neck. Alright. Quality over quantity is better. That is true. 'Tis true. That's why I get like good views on a few things, because it's good. So maybe you guys can help me out. So in this part right here, is this black or is this gold? I don't know what color's right here. I tried finding some pictures, but maybe some other places have better pictures. Because if it's gold, if it's gold, we can do this. This is easy. But if it's black, should we make it gold? Point being is, what do we do with this part? Inside your head. Just paint this. Lights clash, bring through the darkness. I don't care, I don't care. You can kiss your dreams goodbye. There we are. Keep you in the dark. Go and kiss your dreams goodbye. You know I'm never far. Go and kiss your dreams goodbye. Yeah. Goodbye. Watch from behind a mask. This life will be your last. Lights flash, break through the darkness. Insides clash, they're calling me heartless, but I don't care anymore. I don't care, I don't care. You can kiss your dreams goodbye. We're gonna use a lot of black on these ones. Lights flash into the darkness. I guess we'll figure it out what color it should be back there. Because I've seen some cosplays where they have it as gold and others where it's just black, so I can't really decide what I want to do. The thing is, I also have to remember is that I am doing a gender bent version of Izuku. Izuku? Yeah, Izuku. So, another crazy journey. I found that part sometimes is painted gold, but since I just read the manga, I'm not sure. That is true, the manga is very hard to tell because it's just black and white. In between where I've been and where I'll be, turn back time. Uh-oh, tales of all the people that I meet. Should we paint it gold then? Just to add some color to it? Or do we want to keep it black? I guess that's what I'm really asking is, should we paint it gold or should we keep it black? Turn back time, uh-oh, gonna hit rewind. Find that all these memories. All the tales of all the people that I meet. Ay, 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 ay. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, look at that. I wish I knew how to do polls. I don't know how to do polls on here. I don't know if you could do them in real life. In IRL streams. I think you'd have to have your mods do them. Stay up for you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Pull my sheets over my head and plug me in. Telling myself it's just fine. 1 minute I feel in my eyes. Sleep, no he won't sleep. Turn on deja vu. I mean, I could paint one gold and keep one black, and then we could see which one we like better. And the one that, if we don't like the one that's painted gold, we can easily just undo it. Well, it won't be easy, but we can undo it. I just read the manga, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, we can paint one gold and see how we like it. How's that sound? And the audio visual is something additional. I hear and see your point. I'll stay awake. Alright. Yeah, we could probably do that before we add some like more detail to this. Keep me up till 4 a.m. I'll stay up for you. Keep me wrapped up in my phone and turn on deja vu. So the audio visual is something additional. I hear and see your point of view. I'll stay up for you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like moving it closer and closer to my face and away from the camera. Sorry about that. Whoopsies. No, 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 It's called DMCA, and we don't want that. There we are. Look, we can listen to that. Oops, don't get that. My friends have any tendencies, gossip, girls, and secret nobility. Stability. There's grace in the irony. Another word. Join our cause. I'm retired and it's welcome to the syndicate. Alright. Let's try the gold. My friend told I have a tendencies to cause havoc, scream like a Hellsing symphony. No, I think this one's all dried up. Wicked in the heat. I think I put it back in here. Gracefully display. There it is. I'm retired and it's welcome to the syndicate. Oh my goodness, I gotta be careful, gotta be careful. Watch where you look, there's some unfriendly eyes, always on the run and plotting your demise. Hush now, you were lost but now you're found. For the people, for justice, where anarchy bounds. Hush now, to viciously commit. 6 and retired and it's welcome to the syndicate. And retired and it's welcome to the syndicate. Now you're in good hands. Hush now, here to take a stand. Alright, it's stained. That's what these do. Say another word. Hush. Oh my goodness. Your voice will be heard. Gotta find some non-copyrighted music. There we are. Okay, this is my favorite paint. This type of paint is my favorite. Reason being, we'll paint this one. Bing. It's because it's a metallic gold. It's a metallic gold paint, so it's really pretty. I'll show you. See? It's just so satisfying to paint with. That's just so satisfying to paint with. Look at that. So what do we think? Whoop! Gold? No gold. Which one do we like? Janice, can you take me up my indecision fever? Like, it looks really good. But I kind of want your guys' opinion. Kind of wanted your guys' opinion on it a bit. You like much all black? Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like the gold. It just adds that color of pop. Nonetheless, the gold looks good. Yeah. It is a lot more shiny. That is true. That is true. I can't really I can scuff it up a bit. I know how to. I think I can figure out how to make it look like a bit scuffed, but I like how it looks. Oh, so typical me.
I believe in the saying, I'm paraphrasing, be kind because you don't know what struggles other people are going through.
Maybe? Yeah, I think I like the gold a bit more. Just because it's so pretty. And it just adds to the complement of these, right? So I can dinge it a bit. I know I can figure out how to dinge it. Yeah, I can make it a bit more dingy. I'm gonna add a bit of texture. Yeah? I like how that looks. I think we can scuff it up a bit more. There you go. So that dumbed that. I think that dumbed it down the shine just a tiny bit. And then things. My finger. Alright, let's see if we can open this thing though. That seems to be an issue with most of these things. Come on. Okay, that's one open. Come on. I just want you to open. Sorry for ears. Fuck. Come on. Alright. We at least got one open. What we're gonna do. Is we're gonna just do some detailing. Alright. Maybe if you heat it with a little hot water, that's true, but I'd have to get out of the room to do that. So let me do this first before I heat it up. And it takes a while for our water to heat up anyways. So give me 1 second.
Yo, we're a bunch of pirates, man. Arg.
Yeah, I just want to do this. Okie dokie, yeah. We just want to clean this up and make it look clean. Heat ho. We gotta get it like all the way up here too. Alright. Yeah. Ready or not. There we go. That looks a bit better. It's not too shiny. I will have to go, but always nice to pass by to visit a while. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Have a good day. Stay safe. I'll see you next time. Curiosity divine. I'm sorry, I'm like very focused, you guys, so I apologize. I hope you're just vibing though. Here we are. Oh, oops, god damn it. Alright. We're good. We're good. You want them dead, vision red, the battle never ends. In your mind, justice must be found and divine. Blade will never die. No, you're one of us. No escaping us. No one you can trust. Leave it all for dust. You know you're one of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. Alright. We're almost done with that. Almost done with like texturing this, and then we'll go see if we could just use some hot water to open this stuff up. Okay. Looks a lot better.
Get the Amazon app and shop
All right.
Track your package and get 24/7 support. Download the app now and start shopping.
We don't care, Amazon. We don't care. We just want our music. It's like, but Jez, why don't you get like YouTube Premium or whatever? I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for that. I'm already paying for a different subscription to something else. I'm not paying for another one. Pages, unexplained days is also typical me. Does it look good? Yeah, that looks... It's not as shiny as it was. It looks mellowed out, dulled out. So that is for sure. Just put that there. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Open up for me, please. Please, please, please. Eva. Pages, unexplained days is also... Oh my god. Yeah, this one's open. Right. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Woo! I got it. And I just dumped some paint on my chair. Fantastic. Okay. Bullshit. Can't really clean that. Protagonist become the woman the same. So how do I survive when the war is on my brain? Lock me up. We're gonna just do this. I'll be okay for right now. Alright, I'm back. And I got it open. Woo! Victory. Okay. So we dulled this down significantly. So now it looks used a bit. Where I kind of want it to look a bit scuffed. Why are you shitting me? Set this here. I'll be right back. That's an issue. I'll be right back.
Why does the Tuscan way taste better? Because our vine-ripened tomatoes are cooked lightly for fresh-tasting flavor. Pick up a jar of Bertolli sauce and discover what's behind the Tuscan taste.
Okay. What the hell happened? This paint like exploded on me. It like just exploded everywhere. I just realized I got. What did I do? I just opened you. And it just blew up on me. What the hell? Okay. Alright. So what we're gonna do is that a few paces are gonna like have some silver showing, right? So right here, because obviously that's where it moves, so I'm just gonna do this. And then, yeah, it's metallic as well, but we kind of want it. We'll dull it down like we've done with the gold. Right? Two, one. Do 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 do. Let's do that. We're gonna bring this over here. Oh, yeah. Right. I see a dreamer over there by the water, but I got no agoraphobia. for the slaughter, but I got no, agoraphobia, phobia. Ow. Uh-oh, that's how it goes. In their eyes, na 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 na. Actually, I wonder. Na 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 na. Let's see if I know what this one is. Naturally. Oh God. Come on. Please let me open you. Ah! That's okay. We'll open that in a second. Refuse to fail. Heed this cautionary tale. Conquer them in the end. I see a dreamer over there by the water, but I got no agoraphobia. I got no agoraphobia. Just some dusting of silver on the ridges. We'll blacken that out just a bit more later. Right? Okay. I'll be right back. Let's hope that this one doesn't explode as well, because this is a pain. Okay. It didn't explode on me. Okay. It didn't explode. We're good. Woo! There's a safety pin in my chair. I don't know where it came from. Actually, I have a feeling I know where it came from. But that doesn't excuse the fact that there's a safety pin in my chair. So, I have to mix this up. I have to do a mixy mix. Because, yes. Lovely. Actually, we're gonna not use this one. What's a bigger needle? There we go. So we're just gonna stir this up. Couple new friends. Oh. What's next? A couple new friends. Uh-oh. I'll watch that later. I'll figure that out in a minute. That is not important at this second. I think that is stirred up enough. And we're just going to clean this off. Friends together, friends whenever, friends remember, friends forever. You don't even know I'm a ghost blue sheep. I'll always love you the most, blue friend. Alright, this is where this one comes in, because this will help hopefully dull things down a bit. A little bit of blue. Alright, it looks like we might have to dissolve this just a tiny bit. Let it wash away, let all the memories pass by. Okay. Just gonna do this. And that's a diesel. Sorry about that, you guys. I really can't do anything about that. Unless you want me fainting on stream. Windows stays open. So, we want to dull this down as much as possible, yeah? Almost like half tempted to just grab something else. Actually, maybe. Hold on. Maybe? 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 Possibly? Would this work better? Touch. Maybe? All these tales of all the people that I'd meet, leave them all behind and then repeat. Forget. Sure. Tap. Because I just want to dumb this down a bit. The tales of all the people that I meet. Ooh. I did. We gotta dumb this one way down. Alright. Alright. It looks okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Alright. We're gonna just do the same things, same thing here. I think we can use some black to just dumb that down a bit more. Nah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Alright. I think it looks okay. Maybe we should turn down. I said turn it down, not unplug. So let's not do that. That's a bit of an issue. Alright. I did not mean to unplug that. Alright. I think it looks okay. Did not mean to do that. Whoopsies. Okay, we got that. Let's do this. This is a thing that we just do not care about, so we skip it. summer day. Alright. Summer day. Alright. And we want a summer day. I think what we want is let's take this. A summer day. Do that. I think I don't think I can listen to that, so we're just going to. We can listen to this one. I know that.
Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Life isn't quite what I thought I'd be when I was a
Kid on VOIP. I thought when I get older, married her and told her. Now I'm 26 and I work in an office 9 till 5's not the best, I'll be honest. If I could change a single thing, I'd make it me and not him.
He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. Even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him. She moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh.
Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. So, but I know one thing's for sure. I'm not ruining it. Because it looks good still. Because it still looks good. As long as it looks good, you are good. Right? That's how that works. This is how this works. And I've decided this is how this works. Because if it doesn't work like this, then I'm very sad. When he took you away from me, you hit it up instantly. I know because you won't stop telling me. Seen his shoreline shoulders and muscles push against his fashion sense. I thought about what he looks like nude. Not gay though. She's living the dream, living the dream, living the dream. She's living the dream from back when we were 17. She's living the dream, living the dream, living the dream. Living the dream from back when we were 17. All on earth cannot be saved when I'm one click away from insane. I just think that I deserve a little bit of what I earn. Not gonna make another scene. When I'm labeled as 23, I'm not allowed in Disney World. He's in your bed and I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. Even though he's got social skills, it doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him. She moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, whoa. Your new boyfriend's an asshole. Alright, we're just gonna take some black now through this one. About you every time. Think about him a lot as well. Neither was it fine as hell. It's your beauty and your grace. Telephone calls are my favorite place, and I want you to kiss me. Jason Derulo, I want you to care. I want to smell your hair.
Well, there also comes a time
All right.
to log off.
Ooh, don't go too far. Don't do that. Dab that.
Jenna has HS.
Jenna, why you got that? Jenna! Anna J, no. No. We don't want that. None of that. No. No.
By Lovejoy.
She was also born in the world. This one is on one time. And the answer on a good night. Because time is short.
And yes, you always do that
One thing.
when
You
you
look
wrinkle
up
up.
the nose thing.
I'm
I
trying
didn't
to
figure out what that meant.
I
Took it as a taunt.
remember when I
Anybody ever say no to you? Or did anybody ever say no to you? Oh, well. You're insecure.
when I get you drunk and jump, figure out what makes you breathe.
I'm a listener. Anybody ever say no to you? Or did anybody ever say no to you? Whoa. Alright, let's see. I need this. Woo! Sorry. The thing is that there's a bit of a crack. There's some cracks forming right here. Let's dry these off. Fucking fuck, fucking fuck, fucking fuck, fuck, fucking fuck, fuck, fucking. No, I just spilt one of the bottles. No. Damn it. Gotta get the music though.
People like that think they're invulnerable. You got a plan? I want to take on the bad guys.
I apologize for my period symptoms.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cramps. There'd be some times where I just couldn't listen or just be present, just for inconveniencing people with my emotions.
Shame is not allowed. No apologizing, no shame.
Sad. You know, this happened all the time too when I was working on this last year. It wasn't on these, but it was on something else. Where I just accidentally spilled shit. Yeah. Happened all the time last year. Good to know that nothing has changed. Stop. Why'd you have to kill my cat? Why'd I have to take you back? No wonder. Don't know what. I'm in the empty. One day I know that you will be there. One day focus on the future. Maybe one day babies and life say fucking inconsistent. One day I know that you will be there. I'll focus on the future. Maybe one day. What I want to do is turn back time. Dreams and in fact, my dear, I'm fucking terrified. One day I'll know that you will be there. One day, focus on the future. Maybe one day. Hold on, gotta just tilt the camera so I can get this in. Woo! Ah! One day I know that she will be there. One day I'll focus on the future, maybe. Alrighty then. Fucking inconsistent. Looks a bit better. I'll fix those. I feel better about those being sealed up by these. Yeah. You realize he's infatuated with my dear. Possessions of us from social policies. He works on the council. You know what? I think these are actually good. We're gonna let them dry. We're gonna move on to the next thing, which is the gauntlets. Because we've been working on the shoes for way too long, so we're gonna just move on. Honestly, I don't think there's anything else we could possibly do to them. Without, like, doing some major stuff that I don't even know, so... I say this because I don't know what else we could do to them. So hopefully, we're gonna just set these here. Hopefully they'll turn out pretty cool. So we're just gonna set them right here, let them dry. We're not gonna do a lot of on these gauntlets right here. We're just going to, so what I want, like right here, kind of want it to be a bit scuffy. Right, I just want them to be a dark right here. Infatuated with the truth. What's easy? And just spread it. Because I feel like if this is a gauntlet that like attracts and stuff, then obviously this is going to be like a bit like discolored, right? Yeah. It won't even be like all the way around, it's just right here. Got pills on the nightstand. We don't want this part to be it though. We just want the bottom part. Actually, maybe I shouldn't mess with the gauntlets way too much. Just keep it close right here. And apparently MCC had more views than the Olympic Games, which apparently is because it's really hard to see the Olympics at the moment. They like to have the Olympics on one channel over here, right? Oh, I got some paint on my phone. Paint on my phone. Paint on my phone. There's paint on my phone. Say it again. Paint on my phone. We're going to go to this, and I think we can listen to this. Yeah, you don't even notice it. So I think after this, I'll just let this one dry. And then we're just going to move on to the gloves. We can go into the gloves, you guys! Yes! We can just move on to the gloves. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Just gonna do this. Just keep it there. just do that. Whoop. Add some paint. We're gonna just add some white paint just to lighten that up considerably. There we go. This is like the 10-foot rule, right? In theaters, 10-foot rule. Must look good within 10 feet. Or must be seen in 10 feet. All right. I think the next thing we can work on actually is 1, wash my hands so I can work on it properly and not damage anything, and 2, it'll be the gloves next. Or actually it could be something else, but still need to wash my hands a bit. We're gonna just close this. It's not even in a good container, so I have to go dump it when I'm done. Give me this. Give me this. Boom, boom. All right. I think this is the second time I've spilt this bottle. Let's grab this. Still gotta go wash my hands. Just so, actually, I don't think I really have to with what I'm about to do, but we need to at least put a few things away, right? I'm like, alright, Jez, what are you working on? What do you want to work on next? Okay, so, shoulder pads. The ones that I have right now are these. They're made out of foam. They aren't molded properly, and they've been just a pain in the ass. They're just unevenly cut and shit, and a pain in the ass to deal with. So, like, oh, Jess, what's your solution to this? Well, we're gonna use the Warbler, and we're gonna paint it white. Haha, opposite of the song. And we're just going to put it together. Thing that I need, though, is moving this. We are looking for something. I had it here, and now it's like disappeared. Oh, wait. Found it! I found it. We are all good. We need this. Oh, but why do you need that? Because I need to cut a perfect circle. So we're gonna put these away so I can grab the thing. So these need 4. Oh my goodness. Practically, we're gonna be cutting a lot of stuff out. So 8 for just, it's 4 for 1. Maybe I can just... Nope. I tried. I tried real hard. So this would be 1. Oh, yeah. 2. I kind of got into the zone. I was like, yeah, we're doing this. So, no, we don't need to do that. Three. Four. So this is a set of 1, this is a set of 2, set of 3, set of 4. And that's just for 1 shoulder pad. So now we gotta do it again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. One. Oh my goodness. My nose is just itchy. Two. my hand is going to hurt. Actually, I could probably, yeah, I'll just probably just use those instead. 3. Okay, 4. Cool. So now what we're going to do is just love that it's just that simple. You could just snap it in half. It's just that simple. We're gonna place that right there. We're gonna just slice. It is. Not the best, but I could definitely like form around it, so it's at least something. We can try. Yeah, I tried. I don't think I can really use the X-Acto knife right here. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with using the child scissors because why the hell not? Get those in the trash. So then got these. Yeah. Where are there they are. Because these will go right here. Yeah. This is a lot better than it being bigger. So, woo! Okay. Okay. We got this. We got this. That's 1 stack out of 8. 8, yes, 8. I was like, did I do that right? Yes, I did. Just do that. Okay. You know what's weird? So, you know how I've been applying to a new job, right? Or at least updating my resume. You know what's weird? My whole life, throughout my school days of practically my whole life, I was always told I have a learning disability. You have a learning disability, disability, right? Because that's what the school focused on. It's like, oh, she has a learning disability. Now, the weird thing is that when you graduate and you don't go back to school, that learning disability goes away completely. And the thing is that's something really hard to get over, right? Because you always feel like, because when you were in school, you always felt like something was wrong with you, right? Because in school, it was like something that was wrong with you and that could be accommodated for. But now that you're out in the real world, that thing that was wrong with you is suddenly gone, cured, never to be seen again unless you go back to school. I don't know what to think about that. That's just weird to me that ever since I've graduated, like, that's always been such a huge thing, a part of my life. Like, oh, you just have this weird learning disability. But, like, now, it's so weird filling out job applications, like, any disabilities that we should be aware of? I'm like, wait, does this count? It's like, no, it doesn't, because how does that factor into anything anymore? That was back then, this is now. Like, that is... something feels wrong about that, you know? It just feels wrong. It just feels wrong that you're practically your whole life, adults always told you that something was just wrong with your head, that you just were a bit different on learning. But as soon as you hit the real world, you're just a normal person now. No, I wouldn't say special treatment, but like no more accommodations, no more like behavioral charts or anything. No, none of that. You're just in the world now. You're like, wait, what? It just baffles me. That's all. That's my little rant right there. I really didn't like have anything else to say. Like, that was just something weird. And I think it's a bit tragic too, because you kind of unfortunately set me up for this mindset of everyone will treat me slightly different because of this disability, this learning disability I have. But like now it just doesn't apply anymore. And I don't know what to feel. I don't know. I don't know if anyone else like goes through that too. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 3. Here we are. What else? What else could we talk about? I don't know. I have no idea. Could talk about like story concepts of what I have, like things have been, what story ideas I have been like floating in my mind recently. I don't know. Let's see. You know, the thing is like, now that I think about the story concepts I've been like thinking about like for a few weeks now, it's just all of a sudden I can't think of it anymore. That's kind of what just happened. It's like, I cannot think of anything at the moment. Well, shit. Oh, there's so I've been listening to a lot of like, not listening, but watching a lot of like animations and stuff, animatics and stuff. And some of the songs like gave me ideas of kind of what I want to have, of kind of like what would be happening in my Minecraft world, like story-wise, like origins-wise, right? Right? Origins-wise, like there's something big that happened in my world that led up to it being destroyed. I guess, like, yeah, I guess you would say destroyed. Oop. Ah. Now I get the notification. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one of them being is that I guess I kind of want it to be, okay, so here's what happened in the world, in my Minecraft world, how it led up to it. Is that it started with your ordinary, just family, but like mom and dad are out of the picture. It's just big brother and little sister. Mom and dad passed away due to an illness, right? Because this world, I want to say, I want to put it in like a fantasy-esque. Like it has technology, but also is just more fantasy-based. So it has like science we have now, but it's just more fantasy-based, right? So, and the thing that's normal in this world is just like hybrids. And that's just a normal thing in this world. It's like people who are like fox hybrids or rabbit hybrids, just hybrids. Or like Enderman hybrids, hybrid Enderman and stuff. Just hybrids in general. Well, the thing is like so the scientists of this world want to know why hybrids exist. Because obviously they somehow came into being, right? Because there are humans in this world. There are humans in this world. It's as common as anything. They just want to know how hybrids came into being, because all of a sudden they just started coming out of the woodworks for some reason. And they want to figure out like what's the gene and stuff. And then they went from figuring out what's the gene to hey, these purebred like Endermen. Oh. They went from like figuring out what the gene is to why do hybrids live longer, and can we somehow achieve immortality, right? They want to achieve immortality as you do. But then the scientists have discovered the nether. Right? The scientists discovered the nether one day. And they're like, whoa, this thing exists. There's a whole nother dimension. Is this where the hybrids came from? So of course they sent out like a team and explored the nether and figured out that most of these beings that have lived in the nether have been there for like hundreds and hundreds of years, because time moves differently there, right? Time moves differently. Like, wow, this is amazing. Maybe we can harness like the power of all these creatures and like figure out how to not only achieve like immortality, but like wonder what diseases we can fix and all that jazz, right? And one day they killed one of the blazes. And no one in the nether was like really upset about it, because everyone in the nether, the culture in the nether, I want to say, has been like clannish, right? Clan. So you got the zombie pigmen and the normal piglins. Pigman. Oh, but that's another thing that the scientists like found very bizarre, right? Was that there were like, even though there were there were zombies in the overworld, and there was creepers and like monsters and stuff in the overworld, but like the creatures here in the nether are different. Like they're the things that are dead, right? Baffled them, are that the things that are dead, they would attack you. They figured this out the hard way, of course. They would attack you if you attacked one of the dead ones, right? And they thought that's so weird, because normally they would automatically attack you in the overworld. The zombies would automatically attack you in the overworld, but here they only attack you when provoked. So what they do is the humans don't really like these scientists don't really like establish proper communication, peace treaties. These creatures in the nether, some of them know that they're here, and others just don't know what's happening at all. They don't know what these new creatures are, so they always get so angry, right? They get angry when these things come nearby, because they're like, no, I don't know what you are, get the fuck away from me, right? Hence why everything attacks you except for the zombie pigmen. So what these scientists do, they don't like establish anything, and this is why these things are always angry, is that they kidnap an adult pigman and a baby piglin, and an adult zombie pigman and a baby zombie piglin, just so they can see what's happening. What is the difference between the zombies of the nether and the zombies of the overworld, right? Why are the ones in the nether more peaceful than the ones in the overworld? So then, they also do the same thing in the overworld, is where they kidnap a zombie and a baby zombie. But no humans, no hybrids. Because they don't want to ruin their chances, because they know what they're about to do is experiment on some living creatures here that they have yet to tell their government about. They have yet to tell their government about that they've made this huge discovery. They want to get in their research first before they tell the government, and the government just decides, hey, you can't do that. So these be shifty people. These be really shifty people. So they study the behaviors of both the living and the dead, right? And what they discovered is that when the pigmen die and turn into zombie piglins, they keep a few things of themselves, right? So when piglins, they get annoyed when they are okay with you being around them if you're wearing gold, right? Because that signifies that you are a person of, I guess, interest. They don't really know, but they know that piglins are calmer around you when you're wearing gold, specifically nether gold, because that's their home. So they'll remain peaceful around you, but when they're dead and you're not wearing gold, they don't attack you. So they just learn that when they think, or they're predicting at this point, they think that when they die, they keep like some form of memory, right? Some form of memory of like, as long as I don't provoke this person, as long as this person doesn't provoke me, I'm okay. As equivalent to, as long as they're wearing gold, I'm okay. They don't really know how that establishes anything, but that's the best they can do at the moment. That is the best that they can do. It's better than nothing. One of their fatal flaws, though, is that they moved their science base because they didn't know they could take the zombie through the portal. One of their damning things is how they learned this, is that when they took the living zombie pigmen and piglin out into the overworld, they discovered that they are allergic to something in the air of the overworld that turns them into zombie pigmen. When they saw this, they were baffled. Like, what in our air is turning them into this? Because clearly they were perfectly fine and perfectly normal before we took them in. Unfortunately, this is when the government was doing their routine checkup, surprise checkup actually, because they don't want the scientists. The government do this routine checkup because they don't want their scientists to like clean up anything they're not supposed to do. And the people walk in right as the living piglin turns into a zombie. And they see this portal. And they're like, hey, what's going on here? Like, we discovered a new dimension to our world. We're gonna call it the Nether because, I don't know, we're just gonna call it that. And the government like, that's cool, have you guys explored it yet? But the scientists, knowing that if they said yes, would be in really big trouble, because they were supposed to tell the government before they went in, just in case like a new disease popped up, or some enemy would just walk on through without their knowledge and start wreaking havoc in the overworld. So of course, being the logical scientists they said no. They said no. And that these dead things, or presumably looking dead things, walking corpses like the zombies, just waltzed on in when they opened the portal. They said they were going to tell the government as soon as it happened. And they're like, okay, that's great. We're gonna go send in a team and see if we can establish contact with anything that's there. And the scientists are like, okay, do you want us to do anything? Like, no, we want you to just make sure this portal's stable when we enter and that we can get back safely. Is there anything? And it's like, and we'll report back to you if like the air is clean or not, okay? And they're like, okay. So this team goes in. So they gather the team. They got like oxygen tanks and stuff because to them, they don't know if the air is breathable or not. They go in, they bring in a few scientists with them, of course, as they're exploring, because you gotta know what the environment is like and document things. They go in, the scientists already know that the air quality is good, but they gotta put up a facade saying, hey, we gotta bring this in. We gotta bring, like, the air purifier or whatever, just to measure the oxygen level. To the surprise of the military, the oxygen is normal. You can breathe and stuff. So they go exploring, they find the fortress. They're surprised that there's, like, this big castle, but there's no ruler. There's no ruler, and everything in it is hostile towards them. So they decided, you can travel the Nether for materials and things, but we really recommend you, they tell this to the public, of course, recommend any travelers or explorers who are curious, because we know we can't stop you and you will find a way in, do not interact with anything that is a black skeleton, two things that fly, both will shoot fire at you, and you can interact with the zombie pigmen and the alive pigmen. We just recommend when you go with the ones that are alive, you wear some gold, because that will prevent them from attacking you. Make sure you always go in with gold. Just know if you die in there, you are out of our jurisdiction, and we cannot do anything to salvage your body. Right? You know, general stuff. I don't know, I kind of went on around here. Hey. So then, the scientists continued their experiments and, like, observing everyone. Hope we're done with things. Observing all the, like, creatures and stuff, and, like, discovered that things have lived for hundreds of thousands of years, and they wonder if it's due to whatever the oxygen is or whatever's happening there. So when they did a few more tests on some beings there that they've caught without the government's knowledge, of course, because the government's against, like, sentient human experimentation. You know the general. So but what they find is interesting is that not only are there Endermen in the overworld, but there are Endermen naturally living in the Nether, which is weird because you think you wouldn't. But it also, so the scientists, like, start thinking, can the Endermen teleport through time and space? They say time, like, because time runs differently in there, right? Time runs differently, so they're like, time and space, right? So the problem is that Endermen and the humans and the hybrids have been living with each other peacefully, right? They have been living with each other peacefully, that no conflict has been made or discovered, because as long as you don't look in their eyes, you are good to go. The story behind the Endermen that the humans have come up with is that they are ancient souls during one of the really big wars, who have been tortured. These souls have been tortured before death. It's like, that's what these Endermen are. And one of the things that, because there's a story of a cruel war that happened between, like, before humans, before hybrids. It was mainly, like, against, like, the skeletons and whatever other ancient beings that were there. So the story is that during this war, any Endermen that were taken hostage, right? Any Endermen that were, like, taken hostage or captured during the war, they were brutally tortured. Or the people, or, like, the species that was taken were brutally tortured and their eyes taken. And that's why they don't like you looking in their eyes. So what these Endermen are actually just spirits of these things, or so the legend goes. So that is the legend. So they're wondering, was the war, the fabled war between the Nether and the overworld? And they were wondering. So what they do is that they send out a team, I guess a search party of sorts, to see if their theory is correct, right? Because they want to... Okay, this is one, yeah. Because if it's true, then these Endermen have been living for, like, thousands of years. And they have the power of teleportation. And these scientists, yes, they want to achieve immortality, but what they also want to achieve is the power to not jump, but like to teleport. Because that's, no other creature besides the Endermen have been able to teleport. Creepers were man-made, they know this, because their ancestors were the ones that made creepers out of pigs and some TNT. They don't know how their ancestors did it, but they know that they did, and the notes are lost and forbidden because these things shouldn't have existed, and now they're an issue. But Endermen, they don't know how Endermen were created. They feel like Endermen were created somehow by an more ancient civilization. They just don't know what yet. But they want to know how they can teleport, and they've never been able to catch an Enderman before. They've always been able to kill it, but unfortunately their body just decomposes way too fast for them to even, like, observe it. But when they do when an Enderman leaves their eyes behind, they find when they throw it, they harness some bit of power to teleport. Right? So when they discovered this, they always dissected the eyes and tried to figure out how could these Endermen teleport. Unfortunately, they can never figure it out. Because the eyes were just that, eyes. Like, yes, there was some magic in them, but they don't know what the magic was. This magic is so ancient and weird that they have no idea what it is and how these Endermen can teleport. So they always just left it at that the Endermen leave eyes behind, and you can use them for your temporary teleportation, and sometimes Endermen are sometimes hunted. Even though they're a peaceful creature, they're still sometimes hunted. Because these Endermen just don't seem to have, like, a concept of a human brain. They don't seem sentient enough for these scientists and the government in general. So they just classify them as a mob. And they classify them as a mob. And we're just going to continue this. So the fact that they found them, that Endermen are just naturally living specifically in these blue woods of the Nether, the warped forest, as so they called it. The warped forest. These Endermen just living peacefully in the warped forest. They're baffled. How did they get here? Did they live here before? Like, was their natural portals opened way back then and some of them just immigrated here? Or did they teleport in? Is this dimension one of the reasons why Endermen can teleport? So they were trying to figure this out, and of course they kill a few Endermen, but they also kill a few Blaze, as they dubbed in the fortress. And what they discovered with Blaze and Blaze rods, they discovered that they can be used for potions and other things. So their alchemists and potion brewers have an easier way to brew their potions, a better source than, like, fire. Because now they can get blaze powder from these blaze rods. What the scientists did one day, out of, like, boredom, curiosity, doesn't matter, they did it anyways, is that they took blaze powder, and because the reason why they did this is because when they took, it's like, if this could be used as a fuel source, what else can we do with it? Out of, like, boredom, curiosity, we don't really know, these scientists decided, what if I combined the blaze powder and an Enderman eye? What if I do that? What if I do that? What would happen? What will happen? So he did. They did. And what happened was the eye changed drastically. Right? The ender pearl changed into something that looked like they called these ender pearls not ender eyes. That looked like an eye, a legit eye, and they dubbed it the ender eye, the eye of ender. But they say eye of ender, but they're gonna just call it an ender eye, an enderman eye. And it's like, oh, this is so weird. And like, what happens when I throw it? Because it's all of a sudden the structure just changed all of a sudden of this thing that we could always teleport. Do we teleport further? Like, do we teleport further? Like, what happens here? When they threw the eye, it just floated. Like, right? It flew away from their hand when they practically threw it. So now they're just baffled at that the eye, when they throw it, will fly for a few distance, float for a second, and then drop down. Now, at the time, these scientists had no idea what this meant, right? They have no idea what this means. This can mean anything, right? Anything. Oh, I messed up. What I need to do, actually. Let's do that. Woo. So they like continue throwing it and are just baffled of why does it just fly out of my hand and just drop down to the ground. I don't even teleport or anything. This is what is happening here. I don't get it. I don't understand. One day, they give up on this because they're so confused and baffled. They want to figure out how can it fly and stuff. So what they do is they just dissect it. They know how to make it now. So they're okay with dissecting the first one. And they remake it. So when they dissect it, they just discover it's just a normal eye. It's still liquidy. It's the same as an ender pearl, but a little more formed. There's more color, a bit more magic to it now that the blaze powder's in it. But like, it feels like this magic always like is pulling in one direction. That's what they notice, is that it's always pulling in one direction, and they have no idea why. So one day, while they're like trying to figure this out, doing different proportions, seeing if it will travel further or not, one of the scientists asks, what if we throw it and then we follow it? Follow in that one direction, throw it again, and see if it does it. See if it leads us somewhere. Who knows? Maybe it's like a message of some sort from the Enderman. And the scientists, having nothing else better to do, are like, okay, let's do that. We can do that. That's something, like, you know what, worst comes to worst, we're just going on it's just a vacation at that point, right? It's just vacation. So what's the worst that could possibly happen? So they pack up their things because they don't know where they're going. They're just going to follow this eye somewhere. They don't know where, they're just going to follow it somewhere. So they throw it. And it flies up, it does its thing, it flies up, and then it falls. It falls down, they go and pick it up, and now they've learned from their experimentation that sometimes the eyes will break. So they do bring a few extra more, just in case that happens. Because, your eye, like, the thing that you're using sucks when it breaks on you, and you need it. And you need that. Right? It's like, that sucks that it broke, but we really need you to not break on us. Well, it'll still up on its own. Hopefully. So, fast forward to like a few days. They've been traveling for like 3 days now. they're on, like, they brought 24 eyes, right? And a few more pearls and blaze powder just in case. They're tired, they're low on resources, and they're out in the middle of nowhere, right? It's just this, like, desert. They don't know what's happening. The eye's still going in one direction. At this point, they're starting to give up and think that it just floats in one direction. There's nothing here. It just floats. And they're like, okay, you know what, guys? We're gonna finish this day. We're gonna keep traveling this way. We're gonna just throw it, finish this day, and by tomorrow morning's throw, if it doesn't change direction, we're gonna go back home. Because at this point, it's just this is just useless. Everyone agrees, and they're like, okay, let's do one more day of travel. Tomorrow morning, if it still goes in the same direction, we're going to just give up. Because we need to go back home and get more resources, and even then, this just might be a dead end. We might just declare this as a dead end, right? Because we're tired, we're running low, and I just want to go home. So fast forward, they travel, they set up camp, they throw it, they set up camp, and they're getting ready to go to sleep and do that. And they're like, okay, just before we go, you know what, let's not wait till tomorrow morning, how about we throw it now, and then we will, because they throw this like every hour or so, right? So they traveled an hour, so they're like, you know what, we're just going to throw it one more time, and if it doesn't change direction, we're going to go home tomorrow morning. We're not going to throw again, we're just going to pack up and go tomorrow morning. Now everyone agrees, they're like, okay, yeah, makes sense. They throw it, and what happens astounds them. Is that not only does it go the opposite direction, but it heads down in the opposite direction. It heads down. It somehow goes and sinks into the ground itself in this thing. And they are baffled. These scientists who have been following this stupid eye, they've had who knows how many broken by now, are stunned just to see this thing that they've been following suddenly change direction and go underground. Something that shouldn't be quite possible, but it is. Because clearly, here we are. We're going to do this. Nope. That works. So they're like, oh shit, something happened. Just dropping everything, forgetting to set up camp, their camp haphazardly set up. They throw one more, they throw one more eye, and it does the same thing in the same spot, but this time they follow it, and as soon as it lands on the sand, they try and pick it up, but it just phases through their hand. So they just start digging. They didn't bring any digging materials, but they just start digging with their hands, desperately, and they do this for like a good few hours, and they're getting nowhere. And they're like, okay, you know what, it's late, we're tired, tomorrow we're going to set up finishing our camp, we're going to finish setting up camp, and then tomorrow morning, some people are going to go get materials so we can dig this up, right, see what's happening down here, right, and like, yeah, we agree. So they do that, they finish up camp, and they go set up, and then they get ready for tomorrow, because they just discovered something. And they're excited, because whatever they're discovering, maybe this is the answer to teleportation, right? This is probably the answer to their teleportation. How's this turning out? Is this turning out good? Yeah. Teleportation if not, maybe immortality, something. But something is here, and they are excited. They are so happy. They are so excited about this. So stoked. They just cannot wait for tomorrow to come. So, fast forward. Tomorrow morning comes. Tomorrow morning arrives, and how many scientists did I say showed up? I didn't say how many scientists are there. We're gonna say there's at least 4, maybe 5. I think I actually thought 5. We're gonna say 5. And they are 3 of them go into the woods that are nearby and go get some materials to make some shovels, so they can make some crafting tables and a shovel. And so when they go do that, the other guys are throw the eye one more time so they can mark out where it goes down and where they need to start digging. We throw the eye, it still lands in the same spot where they were digging last night. And so they just mark it out, even though it's already like a small dent, they just mark it out anyways, just in case. And they wait. They get breakfast ready and stuff, because you gotta eat some food when you're doing some research here. And so, they get their food ready. They eat dinner. Breakfast. Oh, wrong thing. And they get everything ready for their dig. They get everything ready for the dig. Why did I sound like that? But yeah, they get ready for their dig. And they start digging. They go through, they have 2 people digging. Right? 2 people digging, and the other's, just keeping an eye out, seeing if anything's been dug up, doing research and stuff, writing down notes, and keeping, doing environmental checks, if anything is weird with the environment, that something was here, or, why would the eye choose this random place out in the middle of nowhere and choose to go down here? So the other 3 are just doing environmental check and seeing what's different about this place. They're in I want to say, they're in a bit of a desert. There's a desert temple nearby, but they check it out and, it's just got some loot. Nothing too serious. They grab the TNT just in case for some defense. And, it's just a normal desert temple. Nothing wrong, strange with it at all. It's just your normal desert temple. So they can't really find out what's going on with this place. It's this area, this biome that we're in, this desert, it's normal. Nothing's wrong with it. The sand's fine. The sand tested out normal. The air quality's normal. This place is just normal. What is going on here? Why did this thing that we discovered go here? And then they get their answer because one of the guys in the hole said, "Hey, we found something." So the other 3 rush over and "What's up? What's going on?" And they look down and they see that there's this weird brick, right? Man-made brick. They've seen this brick before in people's houses and stuff. It's a normal brick. It's a stone brick, it's gray, and it just looks like a brick. It's slightly cracked, and that's okay, that happens. But why is it in the middle of the desert underground? This is weird, this is so interesting. Okay, so they just keep digging. They keep digging it. And what they find is when they go through the brick eventually, they find this weird stairwell. This. They're this is a stairwell. Why is this here? I like this. This looks good. It's elevated. It's not too elevated. This looks good. Can't wait. So we're gonna place this here. Let that cool down. And I guess we'll warm it up again just so we can mold it. Actually, why can't I just do that now? We're gonna warm this up a lot. So they go down the stairwell. And it's really dark. There's a lot of mobs down here. A lot of zombies, skeletons, creepers. So they have to be really careful. Even though they're scientists, they know that they're these explorers. I guess these explorers know that there's dangers. There's always dangers up ahead. I'm just gonna. Actually, hold on. I'll be right back, you guys. Give me 1 second. Woo! Ow! Fuck! That hurt. Okay. That's formed. It's what was flat and now it's formed. So, the scientists discover the fortress. They've dubbed it the fortress. It was this shoulder. They've dubbed it the fortress. And they found like 2 libraries, a few dungeons, and this place is like so weird. Like, what is happening here? Why is it here? It feels like it has no purpose here. Like, what is going on with this place? So they keep exploring. They read some of the books, but unfortunately it's really hard. You can't read these books. These books have words that they've never seen before. And they wonder if it's like Enderman language, right? Like, are the Endermen actually sentient? Can the Endermen like comprehend things? Have they been able to understand us this whole time? So they are very intrigued by this. I like busted up my foot a bit. They are very intrigued by this new development of the possibility of being able to communicate with these beings that they've coexisted with for so long, and always thought they just were nothing more than another creature that would kill them if provoked or looked at. Like, these were definitely more of the peaceful creatures, but same with spiders, is that they never attacked you unless it was in the dark. So are these creatures more smart, like more interesting than we originally thought? So they go deeper, they keep exploring, and then eventually they get to this weird room. This really weird room with these, like, frames. Right? Like, there's a mob spawner for silverfish, and there is, like, these pools of lava, like, 2 on the side, one really big one in the middle underneath this, like, weird platform thing. And I don't understand. What is this? I don't understand. Why are these here? So they break the mob spawner because they don't want to deal with, they do not want to deal with the creatures there. They don't want to deal with the silverfish. Like, these silverfish, they're pesty. They're just rats. They're disgusting. We hate them. They hurt us. And we want them dead. So they break the mob spawner. They grab one of their tools to test the lava, see if something's weird with the lava, because this lava is in a weird place. And they test the lava, and, like, the lava in each of these 3 places are normal, right? Like, this is normal lava. And then they go up on top of these stairs that have been here. They've kind of just been ignoring this, like, weird frame thing for a while now, because they want to see what the environment is first before they go exploring on this weird thing they've never seen before. Ow, fucking fuck that. Did you know heat guns are hot? Fun fact, heat guns are very hot. Okay, so there you go. So they go up these steps, like these weirdly placed steps, and they see these blocks, these weird things, these weird blocks just floating here. And, like, that's normal. Like, there's things that float in this world all the time. This is normal. The question is why are these blocks here? Why do they look so weird? They're made out of this strange material we've never heard of before. So what they did, they tried to break these blocks, and they spent a good day trying to break these blocks. And they're thinking here, like, is this like bedrock? Right? Is this just another form of bedrock where it just cannot be broken? So then what they do, instead of doing that, they they can't chip anything off. They tried breaking this thing, they can't chip anything off. They don't know how to test it. This material is really weird. But the one thing that kind of has in common is that it's kind of the same color scheme as this ender eye. This ender eye. Like, it's the same color scheme. So what if we take this ender eye, and there seems to be, like, in this frame thing, these ender eyes are, like, already placed in this frame. And they're like, okay, so what if we fill this up with all the ender eyes, all these eyes? What if we just fill up these we're gonna call them frames. What if we fill them up with eyes? So that's what they do. They make some more ender eyes to make the frame, because they were running really low when they got there. And they place them down. Each of the scientists, all 5 of them, place down these eyes. And they, as soon as the last guy places the last eye down, this unidentifiable sound just echoed throughout where they were. And when they felt like this power just surge through them, like blow through them. And they weren't the only ones that felt this or heard this weird unearthly sound. When it was everyone around this world all heard it and felt it and knew something drastic has just happened. They don't know what, but it did. And these scientists had no idea that the whole world just heard it. And what they see before them is like this weird thing, like portal of some sort. This black sheen that looks like it could look like the night sky is just all of a sudden in this little box thing, in this little frame. Like, this is so weird. What is this? And what they come to the conclusion to is that this is another portal. Right? It might be just like the nether portals that we've discovered, but it could be just something different. Does this portal lead us to a different dimension entirely again? What they do next is that they don't want to go into this portal because if it's anything like the nether, they get this feeling like they just felt a lot of power surge through them, and they didn't get that with the nether portal. They just got this weird power surging through them, so they don't want to go in yet because they don't know what's behind there and how dangerous it is. So what they do is that they're like, okay, we're gonna have some of us stay here, and the other, like, a few of us go back, grab the government officials and be like, hey, we discovered something. Bring them back here, have them fight whatever it is, and then we can go exploring afterwards. And like, yeah, this is a great idea. This is a great idea. We just discovered something new, and we should do it. Okay, we're gonna just let that lay there. We're gonna move it right here. So, 2 of the guys leave, 3 of them stay. Takes them about 3 days to travel back to where they were, get in contact with their supervisors. It takes another week for them to finally head back out because they had to go through briefings and stuff, what they've discovered, where they've been, what's happening, what was that sound, why are we doing this, all that. So they finally get to leave after a week, or at least a few weeks of them just briefing and just all this official stuff. This is why these scientists in particular just hate going through the system. They hate it because it takes way too long in their opinion. It takes way too long. But they finally leave and they finally head back to where they were. They have a whole squad with them. They got food and materials for the guys that are there. And when they get there, those three scientists are still there. They didn't want to leave. They were tempted to leave into the portal, but they held back because they didn't know it was there. That was their only thing that was keeping them back, is that they didn't know what was in there. And so the government their supervisors asked them, do you know what's in there? Has anything came out? Have you checked anything? Do you think it's safe to breathe and all that? And they have confirmed, it is safe to breathe. They did put something in there that has come back positive that it is okay to breathe in there. So okay, we're gonna hop in, see what's happening, and we'll see if we can hop back out. And so they have some of the squad, half of the squad stay back. Keep in mind, there's 30 men here. We're gonna say men. There's 30 soldiers here, 5 scientists, and 2 supervisors. 1 supervisor stays behind to keep communications. 15 men go in, 15 men stay out as backup. 3 scientists go inside and 2 stay behind just in case. They have their communicators. They think that it's the same communicators that they use for the nether, so that should theoretically, in their opinion, still work for whatever this is, wherever they're about to go to. So they all all 15 men, 3 scientists, and the 1 supervisor all hop into the portal. And they're in this box. This weird box full of this strange material again. But this time the material is breakable. And so they deduced when the soldiers broke out their pickaxes. Now keep in mind it is harder to break this material, they've noted, even with diamond pickaxes, and soon they wonder how fast it is with the netherite axes that they've discovered, but those have yet to be tested. So these guys, they finally break out into this box, onto the surface, and what they see blows their mind. There are obsidian pillars just towering over them. There's a lot of obsidian pillars just towering over them. Not only that, there's only Endermen. Nothing else. There's only Endermen, and the one thing that blows their mind, that they are just absolutely baffled about, is that there's this being, this giant thing, this lizard thing with wings, and they don't know what it is, so all they just know is just from legends and stories that they've heard from, like, when they were kids, is that all they can say was dragon. This dragon is here. And this dragon is attacking them. So when they figure out the dragon's not friendly and starts attacking them, they're like, oh shit, run. So the scientists hide for cover and the soldiers call for backup. And they try and call for backup, but unfortunately backup doesn't come because their radios don't work. Hold on. Their radios don't work. So these guys are just like getting slaughtered. They're trying to kill this dragon, but nothing's working. These scientists are cowering and afraid, and they're looking down because they can't look at the Enderman, because they've seen a few guys who've accidentally looked at the Enderman just get brutally murdered by them. But one of the scientists finally brings up the courage to look up, and they see that the dragon is flying around these black pillars, and there's something on these black pillars, like this weird floating thing, this crystal. They could barely see it. It looks crystal, like a crystal lake. And they see this beam just shoot out across the dragon when it gets close to it, and they think that dragon's healing, or something's happening to that dragon that's preventing it from dying. So what they do is they inform the soldiers of what they just discovered. They're like, hey, that dragon's healing with these things, so maybe if you take him out, you could probably kill the dragon, but leave one of the crystal things alive. And the soldiers just look at these scientists like they're crazy, like these crystals. You're telling me those crystals up on those pillars are the reason why this dragon is still alive, and you want one of us? If you're right, if you want us to take them down, except for one, just so you can experiment with it. And like, no, we're going to break them, and then you can figure out whatever remains and how to recreate it or something, because we need this thing to die. This dragon needs to go. It cannot be here. Especially if you want to stay in this dimension and just figure it out, because it looks like they're looking back. They sent some of the soldiers to see if there's a way back home, and there isn't. Like, even if there's a way back home, we're not taking the chance. We're going to break these things, and if what you're saying is right, we're breaking all of them. And the scientists reluctantly agree. They're like, okay, whatever, maybe we can, whatever remains, we can probably figure out how to recreate this. Hopefully. They hope. They hope at least. So they give the soldiers the okay to just destroy these things, and so they give them the okay to break them. So they do. The soldiers start targeting the crystals and they start breaking them. And they found out it actually does work. It actually does work. They actually are killing the dragon, and it's making a big difference. So they break all the crystals when they figure this out, and they start killing the dragon. Once the dragon's dead and it dies in this spontaneous glory, leaves behind this egg. Now the scientists know that this is a dragon egg, and the soldiers want to take it and see if they can use it for... The soldiers want the scientists to experiment on this egg and see if they can use it for weaponry or some sort, right? Because this egg is like teleporting every time they try and take it. And this portal opens up again. This other portal opens up again, and it's in a different place, different area, and they jump on through. They are all excited that the dragon's dead, and they all jump through, and when they get to the other side, everyone's still waiting for them. And they're all confused of, like, why is everyone, like, all bloodied? Why are some people missing? What happened? Are you okay? What's going on? And they all tell them what happened and all this. And the scientists that have discovered this place have been given the okay to do their research, figure out what's happening, why was there a dragon, and all this. They have been given the okay. This is their new lab. They are to report to the government whatever findings they get. And they're like super stoked about this. Like, yes. First things first is that the scientists try and grab this egg, this dragon egg. Whatever it is, they try and grab it. It takes them a while to finally figure out that they need to use like a button or a torch or something to finally get this egg. But what really intrigued them about this egg is that it can teleport. Huh? Teleportation? So they try and like break it open, see if they can get it, figure out what's happening. They set up, but they kind of stop and are like, hey, we got to set up shop here. We have a way home, we have a way to like get materials and food and stuff, so we need to set up shop here and go exploring this island, this place that has been here, just been discovered. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Alright. Okay, I'm back. So, scientists practically get free reign of this place. And this place doesn't really have a name at all. Hold on, I gotta do this properly. Somehow. There we go. That's one. Right over here. And that's two. Oh, almost. There's two. Okay. Woo, almost there. This needs to go here. And this, okay, almost there. Can go here. Okay. So now I can easily access this. Which I need you to turn for me. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna just take a break here. So, scientists discover this place. They're now setting up shop. They're building like their lab, and it's a really, really big industrial lab. Fast forward a few years, they're just exploring. They finally discovered the End Islands. They've decided to name this place the End Dimension. The End Dimension, they don't know why. No, they do know why. It's because like this place is only populated by Endermen. So in honor of the Endermen, they call it the End Dimension. Sorry, I know I was gone for a long time. Yeah, so I'm just figuring this stuff out. I think all I need to do if I form it like form fitting is just add like a button or two, right? Yeah, like a button or two on this, and then I don't really need to add anything like here or here. Okay, so they've discovered the End Islands, they've discovered elytras, and all these things, and they're doing really well for themselves, really, really well for themselves. Right? They can retire at any moment and just live a fair life and all this. And some of them have. Some of these scientists, the ones that discovered this place, have retired. So, let's fast forward like 20 years later. Yes, I'm still here. 25 years later, actually, right? Long time passes. And these scientists have felt like they discovered everything. They're all ready to go into retirement, but the one thing that they're really curious about is still teleportation. And if two things they're curious about is if they've tried teleportation, they've learned that they just cannot have teleportation, but what if they can create something that can teleport, an artificial Enderman per se. Now they've tried to do it on themselves to see if they have a child in the future, would this child be able to withstand these experiments they are so craving to do. Now keep in mind, you have to keep in mind is that what the culture of this world is that yes, they have like modern science, but they also have gods, right? Gods do exist. These people have seen the gods. They know they exist, and the gods have set boundaries and rules, and there have been a few times where these people have broke the boundaries and rules, right? What these scientists have discovered, though, is that these gods do not really have any power in this dimension that they're in. So the scientists have kind of over the years developed a god complex of sorts. Keep in mind, all these scientists are human, and unfortunately they've been raised in a human family that's kind of species that's racist in a way, right? That is very racist. They don't like the hybrids. They think they're abominations, and that these hybrids should have not come into being in the first place. So these scientists have been raised in a way where they kind of dehumanized hybrids. Now, a ways away from where the fortress is, there has been like a village that's been living peacefully a few hundred blocks away, like a few thousand blocks away. This village is small, and what's in this village is that there is a sister and a brother. And their parents have died in the village, and the people of this village have been taking care of them. And this is a hybrid village. This village is just full of hybrids, maybe a few humans every once in a while, but it's mainly just hybrids. Where can I just like... So you can probably see where I'm going with this. So these hybrids, these two hybrids, this brother and sister, are both fox hybrids, right? Actually, the sister's a fox, the brother is wolf. Their father being wolf and their mother being fox. One thing that people have learned is that hybrids, when they breed with one another and when they're cross species, they tend to pass on one gene or the other. They don't pass on both. It's just one or the other. Maybe like they have a few enhances here and there, but it's always just one or the other. So the brother got the mother's DNA, which is a wolf, and the sister got the father's DNA, which is a fox. And their parents have passed away due to a disease, a plague that has gone through their village. And they passed away at a very young age. So it's always been the older brother taking care of his little sister. Right? Your classic story. Looks good? Looks good. And so, what they do, so this village has been taking care of them. The brother's name is Rain. The brother's name is Rain. And the sister's name is Echo. The sister's name is Echo. And oop, I didn't do that And so, but unfortunately, Echo has also been plagued with a sickness. A sickness that is often run through hybrids. It's just something's wrong with her heart. And she can be active, but she can't be too active, or else she'll get really sick. Like, her immune system's just weak. And they don't suspect that she'll live past the age of 25. Which right now she is at the age of 16. This brother and sister have been living with each other and taking care of each other. The older brother mainly taking care of his sister. Being the best brother he can do, support her, and just hope that she can have the best life she can before the inevitable. He just wants to make everything perfect for her. And they've just been living in this village their whole life. They know everyone and everyone knows them. They have been raised by the people of this village. They know the rules, and they're well liked in their village. They've been well taken care of in their village. They've lived a peaceful life, and they've always been happy with one another. One day, the scientists discovered that in order for this thing that they need to work, right? In order to do their experimentation of artificial life and teleportation, their artificial Endermen, they need a hybrid. They're going to need a hybrid. And they know, they have been aware that there has been a village hybrid village. There we go. Like, can I English? No, I can't. Has been really close to them, and has been like kind of their saving grace of like food and stuff. And even though they don't dislike the hybrids per se, they just kind of dehumanized them a bit. They're okay with like working with them every once in a while. They just kind of dehumanized them. So they know that their best shot of this working is probably for a hybrid subject. And they know they're not going to get a willing subject. By the way, trigger warning, this is like human experimentation, by the way. Just, if you didn't get that, just trigger warning. What they also know is that there is such thing as hybrid hunters. And they can be hired to hunt down like a certain hybrid or kill a village. And so they do. They hire a group of hybrid hunters and send them off to this village and said, bring us a body. A girl. We don't care. It could be a girl or a boy. We don't care. Bring us, kill one of them, and bring us to them. Like, stake out this place, find the weakest one, and bring them here. We don't care if they're dead or alive. We prefer if they were dead, but if you bring them alive, that is okay. We don't care. So these hunters do. These hunters go in, they find the village, they stake it out, and they find that Echo is the weakest one. She's easy pickings. Only problem is her brother. So they track her and her brother down like a few times. Right? They're stalking them. They have to be very careful because these are hybrids that they're dealing with. Hold on. Oh, damn. We've been doing this for 3 hours. Whew. Dinner's done, apparently. I guess we're gonna have to end it here, actually. I'll finish this another day. I'm gonna have to end it here because I didn't realize what time it was. The sun has changed angles. I guess we'll finish the story another day. Other than that, so I think this is good. These look good. I think I'll finish this on my own time. All of that jazz. thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys had a blast hanging out with me. I hope you had fun just watching me paint and just working on stuff. And when will I be live next? I have no idea. That is an excellent question. I don't know. Let's see. Let me log in. Thank you. Thursday. Thursday. I will be live Thursday. I have nothing going on that day, so all good there. So yeah, I'll see you guys Thursday. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy. Just remember, you are awesome and let no one tell you otherwise. Thank you guys so much for the donations and the subscription and subscribing. I don't know what else to say. Stay safe, stay healthy. You're awesome, and go compliment someone. Okay? And I will see you guys Thursday. Goodbye.